Greetings! Off on an overnighter tonight, so if you want to watch my escapades, stay tuned! I picked today to go out because it's the best day of the week. I'm on holiday and I haven't been able to do this for ages because, well, quite frankly, I've neither had the time nor been at a decent level of health in order to do an overnighter. And there's one thing that I love doing, is camping out when it's all rusty. Hey, where was I? Yeah, so my foot has been a problem, which meant that I had to build up the strength on it, so I haven't been able to get out for a while. I've been able to do tried to do mushroom hunts and what have you, and yeah, my audio broke, then my camera broke, you know, not too long ago my computer broke, so I've kind of had a string of bad luck just lately, but I'm out now. Doesn't seem to be much left in the way of bronze foliage at the moment. It's but yeah, looking forward to it. The only thing that's concerning me is the winds at the moment, because I can't remember how stable the ground is, and the conifer, and this is mainly coniferous wood. They are diverse in the forest around here, but it's mainly coniferous, and they tend to catch the wind, and it tends to make it a bit dangerous. So I just need to see if the ground is going to throb. So yeah, hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Let's get on with it. Bit of unexpected rain. I'm meant to be going down that trail, according to the compass, and then turning right. Food! Just stopped for lunch. Brews on the stove because there's no point in making a fire here because I'm not staying here. This is just a short pit stop. And the alcohol stove is absolutely brilliant for this job. And yeah, so I'm doing myself a brew and having something to eat. And moving on, because this area is not a really good place to camp. I mean, that was the whole point of coming to this area. It was come here, stop for lunch. If it's not good enough, head off to the campsite, and that's now what I'm doing, because the hill's like that. That side of the hill, you've got a road, then the river. I mean, the river's pretty close. I mean, it goes, you know, steep and then road, river, but then you've got all this traffic noise, and then beyond the river, you've got another country lane, and then which enters into town. So you've got all that traffic noise, and it's not. And come nightfall, all the amusements and pubs and what have you, they're all going to be blaring music because it's a Saturday. So that ain't going to be peaceful at night. The other side, what looks like either a stream or a dried up stream. I'm not really sure because it's too steep to check out, and I don't fancy collecting water from that either. I mean, I could go down either side and collect water, but it's a bit too much of an effort for what it is, and it's not a brilliant place to camp, so I'm not digging it. Right then, so after this, it's time to head off. Just warm myself up a little bit with this. I was going to put another layer on, but I'll be starting off in a minute. I'm just going to get hot again, so I'll just warm up with my chocolate. Yeah. Sounds like a good plan to me. Now begins the arduous journey back to camp. It's not that arduous, it's literally probably about 1 kilometre away, not even that far. It's good to look at this stick for stabilisation. Oh, it's a deer trail. And there is deer in the area. Shows photographic evidence. And that's fresh. So I must have disturbed it on the way up. I might actually check out that stream actually while I'm here, because it seems to be a bit lower here. That's a hill just fell down. I was like, you can see the patch of dirt right there where I skidded. I was nearly down the hill. Oh well, never mind. Oh, that looks pretty. Yeah, this wind's bothering me a bit. I'll be okay when I get in there, but I need to make a decision, because this storm wind's not really gone away. Shrooms. I think they're false chanterelles. Could be mistaken. I sacrificed bringing my ID books for Horace Kephart that I'm still reading at the moment. There we go. Could you guess I've been here before? That's what leave no trace means. I think I better check the weather forecast again and keep an eye on this wind before I set up. I just hung my gear up. So yeah, depending on what's happening with this storm wind, it may ruin yet again another planned overnighter, but we'll see. But I've got to make a decision soon because I'm losing the light. Sorry, I've got my tracker on. It is, yeah, it's 2:20. Sun sets at 15:58, so it's, you know, it's going to set around 4 o'clock. So I've got an hour or two, an hour and a half or 2 hours pushing it if to decide what I'm doing, because I need to book up some wood and it's all the way down there. So yeah, I need to make a decision quick. It's just, wow, that oak is swaying, and that's a pretty big oak. I might end up calling this a day. That really didn't look safe. I mean, the ground looks stable. It's not like it's heaving, or I'm looking around the root systems and seeing if there's any sort of movement in the ground. As soon as there is, I'm out of here, because that's just asking for trouble. But the fact that that oak tree has just swayed, and it's got a decent girth on it as well. Yeah, it's not good. Not good at all. Okay. Sweet. Yeah. Overnighter wasn't aborted because I collected loads of firewood, and in the premise that perhaps if I do stay, I've got the firewood already collected, and if I don't, it's there for another day. So yeah, it looks like I'm staying here tonight. And what I've done is I've set my shelter up in a PowerPoint configuration for the moment. The ridge lines between the tree behind me and there's a tree in front. So when I tried to set up the lean-to, there were too many trees in the way. There's a sapling and a tree in the way. So I had to think of a different spot. So yes, I wanted to obviously you know, pick a spot that was protected should anything fall. Yeah, but I'll be fine, I'll be fine. I mean, you can probably hear the wind blowing now. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's only gusts, it's not really... I mean, I'm well sheltered here. Right, so this is my bed for the night. I've got my empty bag there, tripod, gloves, used cup. That's the larger size one, so it's kind of like a bush pot, only it's slimmer. And it, because it pairs up with that one over there. And that's a dry sack with a spare sleeping bag in, because what I'm doing is I'm testing out the Swagman roll. This is currently in the sleeping bag configuration. And then I've got my wool blanket as well. I'm trying to pair it with that. I'm on my Climate Static V mat, and then there's my spare clothes for the evening. Medication. Logs for the fire. Various snacks. Maple syrup. Chocolate. Of course. Don't leave home without it. So yeah, so I thought I'd give you a tour of my shelter. So I'm going to join my fire. I'm going to change into my thermals and get ready for bed, and I shall see you in the morning. Hey, yes, unfortunately conditions got worse. I had to make a quick exit and everything's at the bottom, in the bottom of my bag somewhere, so really disappointed. Yeah, the conditions got so bad, the trees were really swaying. I think the weather report was so wrong. I did try and hang on, but it just got worse and worse and worse, and I was like, I've got to get out before an accident happens. So yeah, I bailed. So yeah, thanks for watching the video, and I'll be out with another one as soon as I can. Thank you.